Hello, my sewing friends. My name is Lisa. You're watching One Lisa Show, and this is Friday Sews. And with me is my best friend, my bestie, Miss Moneypenny. She's really scared because the ring light is massive, so I'm going to let her go. But we wanted you all to see her because I know everybody misses seeing her. Go on. Good girl. Good girl. Hold 1 second while I get her reward. So Penny got her reward. She got a treat for being such a good girl in front of the video camera and specifically the ring light, because my video camera is just my iPad. There is nothing fancy going on here. What I will say is now that she is out of the way, I could put my ring light out, but because of the glare, I hate seeing that. I'm going to push my glasses up. And happy Friday. It's Friday Sews. I don't do as many Friday Sews videos as others do, and it's a very busy day for me today. So this may be a quick video, but I just felt in the mood and compelled to do a Friday Sews. Let me start with what I'm wearing. Because I have appointments today and a full schedule booked, I decided on one of my Sew Over It Penny dresses. Yes, a dress named after my little pup. This is made with cotton poplin. This one is a cotton poplin, and honestly, this is such a good pattern. There is part of me that wishes I could do longer sleeves, which I know I can, and maybe I will do that one day. It is similar to the chalk and notch fringe dress, but it's not. And the reason why I say that is because there are buttons up here. This does have a different collar, but it's a grown-on sleeve. Well, these are like a little cap grown-on sleeves. And for me, I have some lunch lady arms that I've been really working on. So I feel confident today on it, but there is a little bit of this where I would like to scoop this out and put in a set-in sleeve. And that might be a good project maybe one day in the winter for early next spring. It's a nice swishy circle skirt and it's just fun. And if you've been wondering what I've been sewing this week, you might be surprised because it's not anything in my list of what I wanted to sew. It kind of just happened. But I sewed a bra. I haven't sewn a bra in a while. And I just had a little bit of a bug up my butt, and I was like, I think I'm going to do a bra. So this week, and I've made plenty of bras, and I talk about making bras, especially in the beginning of me doing these YouTube videos. I was really loving making bras. This, I didn't buy a new pattern. This is a pattern I had. This is the Boylston bra by Orange Lingerie, and it is in a very pale pink micro duoplex fabric that I got from Bra Builders. I don't know, maybe in the spring. It's been a few months. And I used like a tricot, a white tricot to line it, but there's no padding, but it is lined. And the duoplex is very soft, and I've made bras without lining it. You have those raw edges, but at the same time, it's so soft and it doesn't fray. But this is the Boylston bra, and I made a size 40D, and I believe the pattern goes up to a 40 double D. And I usually do have to extend out the back just about a ½ inch so it fits comfortably. But what's nice about this is it does have a fabric strap that goes all the way up to right around the top of your shoulder, a little beyond, and it is a 3-piece cup. So there are 3 pieces, a top and 2 on the bottom to help form the shape. It's not so much a lifting bra as it is a support bra. So if you're looking for something, it is an underwire. So if you want to see the inside, there's the underwire channeling, and you're going to see I'm not the best sewist out there. Here's the micro duoplex is very thin, so you can see through. And my seams aren't they're not perfect, but it's a easy make for an underwire bra. It's not that difficult. If you can put a set-in sleeve in a shirt, you can make a bra. That's the best way I can describe it. And underwire channeling, oddly enough, is very simple to install. it was a good project. It took me 2 days. Usually I could do a bra in one day, but this one took me 2 days just because of my schedule and things going on in my world. And I already have worn it. And we'll be wearing it again. It's going to go right into my rotation because it's a neutral color and needed. Bras are something that you use them and the elastics wear out and the support wears out and our bodies change shape. So a bra does not last, it doesn't last for years if it's in your normal rotation. And I wear all the bras I make. So I do have to make more bras and I enjoy that. I enjoy the process. I just told somebody the other day, it is similar, if you've never made a bra, it's very similar to putting together a Lego set. An advanced Lego set, but a Lego set. You have these small pieces and you sew them together in a certain order. And if you break it down like that and just do one step at a time and don't be worried about getting it done at that moment, it's not a race. You would be surprised. It doesn't take that long to do as long as you're focused and just take it one step at a time. But honestly, that's how most of sewing is. Taking it one step at a time. So that's what I worked on this week, and I really enjoy that. I would not say that's a first bra kind of pattern, but I do highly suggest, if you are interested in making bras, to check out Liz Sews on YouTube. She has an entire array of tutorials for making bras, and she goes through different bra patterns. That is one of my 3 bra patterns that I really like. So I do suggest checking out her, and then I'll put a link to Bra Builders where you can buy supplies for making bras in case you want. But there's also a video, and if I can find it, I'll figure out how to add that to the playlist. I have a video on where I get all my bra supplies from, and it talks about bra patterns and where I get the things that I use to make my bras. So it's Friday morning and I have a full-on day today, and then we're making pizza for dinner, and I've already made my pizza dough. Yes, I make my pizza dough from scratch. Yes, it's delicious, but I probably won't have as much time to sew this evening as I'd like because making pizza can take some time. We shred our mozzarella and we make our own dough. And when I say we, I mean I. However, I have a project cut out and I'm going to do a video on it. It's going to be, so this is kind of like a preview. The next video in my series of redoing vintage makes is this Simplicity it says 1950s, but it's a 1960s dress. And it's a Simplicity pattern 9845. It's originally called Simplicity 7673. So I'll show you this is the packet. And I'm making this dress. And I'm making it out of some double brush poly that I got from Joann's when she was shutting down. I had about 4 yards of this beautiful navy double brushed poly. And there were a couple of things I definitely wanted to take advantage of for having such a big piece of this double brush poly. So I plan to use this fabric this weekend. That dress is going to have its own video. I'm going to make a video about that pattern review. I saw Creativity by Talisha. She did a video a while back on making that dress, and there's not much else out there about this dress. There's only a handful of makes on Instagram if you put in the pattern number and do a search, and it is a cool looking dress, and I think it'd be perfect for fall, transitional, especially if you wear like a tall boot or tights. I just think that is perfect because of the high funnel neck. And I like a vintage reprint. And this dress itself has that vintage feel to it as well. It kind of reminds me of an I Love Lucy outfit. And that's just what I'm drawn to. That's part of the style I'm drawn to. So make what you love, do what you love, and the money will always follow. And that is something I truly believe. That was said by the late Barbara Scher. This fabric, this double brushed poly, is so lush, and I don't know if anybody else sells double brush poly as nice as Joann's was. And that was the one thing that I will miss about Joann's fabric, is I loved their double brush poly. And I'm not a fan of polyester otherwise, but that just has that feel. It feels similar to Pima cotton jersey, and it feels lush to me and luxurious. So when I saw they had some navy blue of this, and I took advantage of the sale when their bolts were half off if you bought the remaining bolt, I already had in mind what I wanted to do with this, and I had to buy the remaining bolt, the remaining fabric off of the bolt. So what I thought was there's going to be plenty to do with the navy blue. It's one of the colors I wear more than anything else. I like pinks, purples, and I love blues. And navy blue has just such a classic look to it. I think it is always in style. The other thing I'm going to make is a pair of leggings, and I'm going to use Simplicity 8424 and just make basic leggings. I love these. This is a great pattern. I'll pop pictures in too, but they're just knit leggings, and this pattern actually also has a couple of tops, and I have yet to make one. I would love to make one, especially for fall, because this little cropped version is really cute and is nice. This little item here, this wraparound like kind of cardigan, that's also adorable. So I will be making a pair of those leggings, which would be great because I've been going to the Y a lot. And this week I had to take some time off because I have some knee pain. So part of Friday Sews is we talk about what we've made, what we're going to make, and a little bit about life and what's going on in our worlds. I've had some knee pain, my right knee, and it's more on the inside of the knee, the inside of the leg. And it's just a little knee pain, and I had it earlier in the summer as well. So I think now I need to go see a doctor about it, which I'm not pleased about. But I think I've been overdoing it on those machines because this pain did not come around until I started using the machines at the Y. And I'm doing something called the e-gym. And the e-gym is like this circuit of machines. If you've never used what they call the e-gym, it's an actual type of machines, like a brand of machines. And you get a bracelet, and you scan your bracelet on the machine, and it adjusts the machine for you so you don't have to do it. And it tracks your progress and tells you how much you've done, how many reps and stuff like that. It's very high tech, and it keeps you on track and motivated, and it times you so you don't overdo it on any machine. But I think I have overdone it. I didn't have this pain before this moment. And the only other thing I really do at the Y is I sometimes take some classes, but I haven't really taken classes this summer. But I do go to the pool and I swim. So sometimes I'll do the e-gym and then I'll swim. Sometimes I just swim. Sometimes I just e-gym. And the e-gym circuit takes like about a half hour. It's not bad, but there are some of the machines are geared for your legs, your upper and your lower legs, and I think I may have just overdone it or used the machines wrong. If there's any of this fabric left, I would also like to tackle a sports bra 8560 Simplicity and see if I could wiggle one of these out of it. You never know. I might have enough fabric for it. I might not, but I'd like to try. So today it's more about what can I make with this fabric than what patterns did I want to make and then find the fabric to match. This has been a really busy week. Today I have a final walkthrough for one of my buyers, and we're also going to go to a closing. I'm picking up my nieces from school, and we're making pizza. So the pizza dough has been made. Big Daddy's getting some chunk mozzarella so I could shred it when I do get home from all of that. And yesterday we went, my nieces had a half day and their mom was working, so we picked them up and took them to the apple orchard by where we live. And it's about a half hour from where I live, and we went and picked apples, and it was a lot of fun. And then we took our nieces to a nice lunch, and it was just a great day. But the weather is warm right now. We're in upper 70s, and it's a nice little pop of heat because it was cool last week. Monday I get my hair cut, and it's been getting kind of scraggly, and I've been avoiding getting a cut because in the beginning of the summer I got very ill and I had a virus, and that virus caused a fever for many days. And now the past like 3 weeks, I have been losing a lot of my hair. A lot of my hair has been coming out, and I've been very careful. I've been washing it gently. I have not been blow drying it. I don't blow dry it that much anyway, but I've been trying to like comb it or brush it once a day, and I've been letting it kind of run wild, but I'm so scared because it's so thin right now, and I know that kind of looks maybe a little bit more wild than normal, but I've been keeping it back. Because the hair is coming out, and it's hard. It's hard. The hair is always falling out, and if you're trying to eat and your hair is falling out, or you're trying to do something and the hair is coming out, it's easier just to keep it all put back. But I think I'm finally tapering off all that hair coming out. And this has happened before. I had COVID, I don't know, 2021, 2022, somewhere around there. And about 2 months after my COVID, I lost a lot of hair. And then I was very ill a couple of years ago, and again lost a lot of hair a couple months after. So I feel like I'm on this weird cycle of 2 months after a very strong, long fever, I lose a lot of hair, and I hate it. Because I know as we age, our hair does thin, and I've seen my dermatologist about this so many times that I'm not going back as long as the hair stops falling out like it is. And I had been bald. I had cancer. I had been bald for a good year, and then I had fuzz for like 2 years. So I am fully aware of this feeling and I hate to say anxiety, but the rush of worry you get when you start losing your hair. So I'm finally embracing that it's starting to come to an end and taper off how much is coming out. But anyway, I'm getting my hair cut Monday, so I'm really looking forward to it. And I think I'm going to do a nice short bob, because having long hair and it be very thin, and I know it doesn't look very thin at this moment, but it really is. This is washed and air dried, so it needs a good brush, and I have a very strong natural wave. And by the way, my hair was bone straight growing up. I didn't get the wave until after I had got my hair back from chemo. So I was 36. So at 38, it decided to be curly and then wavy. But anyway, my hair's gone through many different transformations. So I think I'm going to do a bob again. I had a bob a few years back and I really enjoyed it. I just want to look presentable. And so I'm really looking forward to getting that kind of cleaned up. And that, in a nutshell, is what's going on in my world. And I would love to know what's going on in your world. If you've made any of these items or have any thoughts about any of these things I'm making, please let me know. Put it in the comments below. Also, do you have a place do you like double brush poly? Because that's what today's video is basically all about. Do you like double brush poly? And if so, where do you get double brush poly today, with Joann's being gone if you are in the US? I'm leaning toward knitfabric.com, but I'd love to know your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and keep an eye out because I don't think I have any other obligations next week. So there may be more videos if we're lucky. Fingers crossed, I'll get some sewing done. Thanks again for watching. I hope you do something creative wherever you are in the world.